guys, it's coffee time with the last bits of my my coffee that I got at Pete's. This used to have ice in it. That's how, well, it wasn't like super hot today, but you know, walking home with an iced coffee, by the time you get home it's not iced anymore. But that's okay. So today was my first day ever counting calories, and I bet you can guess how funny that was, because I found out how many calories I'm technically supposed to have in a day, and I was like, okay, well, let's see how many I eat. I had hit the limit. I was over the limit by lunchtime. After I ate lunch and like plugged all this, I got like an app, a free app that helps you calorie count. I like plugged everything in there and it was like, you are way over your limit. I was like, no! Already? How? I just love food so much. And like, even, it's not even necessarily, you know, whether you're eating healthy or not, it's just like the number of calories in the things that you're eating. I was like, oh, self. That ain't good. I keep waiting. I'm like worried. It's starting to happen. It's not like a full-on issue yet, but I'd like to curb the issue. My genetics on both sides. If I look at the women on my mom's side of the family, right? I see a lot of thin Italian women who have some junk in their trunk. And then on my dad's side of the family, I see a lot of women who are overweight. So I'm like, I can't even make an excuse. I can't even be like, well, I take more after my mom's side of the family, so it's probably not going to happen. It's like, my hips are doomed. Like, there's just nothing I can do. Except, start to, like, curb it. Start to exercise more, start to not eat things that store a lot of fat. But I eat so many carbs. Those are the killer, and I eat so many of them, so I'm like, okay, I need to start thinking about this now, because I don't want that thing to happen. That I have quite a few friends this has happened to. I don't want that thing to happen where I wake up one morning and go, why didn't like, just look at myself and go, no, what happened? But it's like, it's getting to the point where like people point it out now, and I'm like, that's the sign. That's the sign. People are like, oh wow, you're pretty curvy. I'm like, do you mean that in a good way? Or do you mean that in a, maybe you should eat less jalapeno chips sort of way? Oh yes. But I did eat all of my jalapeno chips. This is a victory for me, because I got to the point where anytime I was hungry, I was eating them. And apparently you're not supposed to eat like starches and grains and things after, well, like a certain number of hours before you're gonna go to bed. Like 5 or 6 hours before you're gonna go to bed, you shouldn't be eating those. That's all I eat at night. If I'm hungry at night, that's all I wanted to eat was chips, because I had so many. I would walk over to my area of the pantry and be like, well, I could make rice. I could eat chips. Like all of the things that are over there that I was like, this is something quick that sounds good. Not something I should be eating before I go to bed, apparently. So, I'm trying to get myself into good habits now, because I eat a lot of vegetables. But, at night, I eat a lot of starch. A lot of starch. Nighttime is when I have my cravings for, like, mashed potatoes. Yeah. Yeah, but apparently you're supposed to be mostly eating, vegetables and proteins at night. Like, that's what you should try to stick to, and I'm like, Also, coffee is apparently not good. If you're trying to lose weight, apparently coffee is not good for you. But I was like, I'm not gonna stop drinking coffee. It's not gonna happen. I enjoy coffee too much. So there, life. I don't know, I figure now's the time. Now's the time to try to make some good choices about my body in general. I don't mind being curvy. I don't want it to be, like, unhealthy. I don't want to get to a point where I'm unhealthy, because I've got, like, I've got some weight in my stomach too, and that's really dangerous for women, especially, because it can lead to like heart stuff. So I was like, ha! I'm gonna end this now. Or at least start to. I'm going to lazily attempt to start to end this now. But I've done that 100 workout 2 days in a row now. Oh yeah. I'm so proud of myself. It's not that hard. Except that, okay, it's not hard until the run, the 10-minute run at the end. I'm already not good at running. I ran like around the corner. I was like, I'm gonna just try to run around my block a couple times. That would be like 10 minutes. I ran around the corner. My face was already beet red, and my heart was like, oh! I was like bent over, just like, and the dude that lives next to us just looked. I was like, you okay? I was like, yeah. But by the time I finished, I decided to power walk it instead. Shh, don't tell anyone. By the time I finished, there was a huge herd. If anybody follows me on Twitter, I tweeted about this. There was a huge herd of ravens, like crows, that just landed right in front of me. And I was like, It's like, do I continue or do I back away? But the second I took a step toward them, they were like, whoa! There's a person there! And they like all flew away. But it's like, that was a thing. So they always, like, as I walked, they would like jump like a little bit ahead of me. And again, crows are very, very smart. So I kept going, you're like people, you're a society, you're staring at me, you know things. So, trying to be very nice to them because they remember people. They will remember you. If you're mean to a crow, their crow brethren will remember, which is terrifying, but also kind of awesome. I got off track somewhere. Oh yeah, the 100 workout. It's a thing. It's a thing that I enjoy. I think that that's a thing that I could do every day. So we'll see. 2 days down. 2 days down. We'll see how long that lasts. But I would love to get into some sort of a regimen, especially right when I wake up. Right when I wake up is when I'm like, I'm a morning person, but it takes me a second. Like, I have to get up. Actually, having a loft bed is really nice, because when I wake up, I come down these steps, and then by the time I've, like, made myself come down the steps, I'm, like, pretty awake. But coming down the steps and then immediately doing a workout is like, okay, now I'm awake for real now. So, yes. So that's basically, that was my day. Calorie counting and realizing that I go way over the amount of calories I'm supposed to eat. But this will also help my budget as well. If I can, like, learn to portion control a little bit, that would probably be a good thing. Because I eat all the time. I eat so much food. So if I learned to portion control, I wouldn't have to go to the grocery store as often. Should be a good thing. Yeah. Things to consider for myself. But anywho, I am gonna go. Because the Anamanaguchi concert is tonight. Yes! I'm excited for that. We're not leaving until, like, late, but I'm jacked. I'm so excited. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a awesome day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Alright, bye-bye. Mwah!